It was a quiet winter night when Maria sat beside the hospital bed, gently holding her son's cold hand. The monitors beeped steadily, but the boy in the bed hadn't moved for days. At just 8 years old, Daniel had been full of laughter, questions, and energy until the illness struck without warning. Doctors had called it a rare autoimmune condition. Treatments had been tried. Hope had flickered, and now it was fading. But Maria refused to give up. Her eyes swollen from days of weeping, she knelt down and whispered softly. "Dear God," she began, voice trembling, "I am not strong enough for this. I don't have answers. I only have faith. Please, please don't take my boy." Each night, she repeated the prayer. It's not out of routine, but desperation, a mother's plea that came from the very core of her soul. Friends came and went, leaving flowers and soft words, but Maria stayed. Every moment, every breath was a prayer. One nurse, Alina, often stayed past her shift just to sit with Maria. "You never leave," Lena said one evening, gently placing a hand on Maria's shoulder. "He's my son," Maria replied. "If he's fighting inside, then I'll fight out here." Day turned to night. Weeks passed. There was no improvement, but also no decline. Daniel was in a fragile in-between, suspended in silence. The doctors called it a miracle. He's holding on. But Maria believed the real miracle hadn't come yet. One night, during a storm, the power flickered. The machines hummed and blinked, and Maria feared the worst. She gripped Daniel's hand and began praying louder than ever. "Please, don't let this be the end. If you're listening, give me one sign. Just one." That's when Daniel's fingers twitched. Not a spasm. This was different, deliberate, small. Hope ignited in Maria's chest. She called out for help. Doctors rushed in. Tests were run. And slowly, steadily, Daniel began to show signs of returning consciousness. A week later, he opened his eyes. "Mama," he whispered, voice dry and cracked. Maria's tears burst forth again this time, tears of overwhelming joy. "I'm here, my love," she said, kissing his forehead again and again. The room filled with stunned silence and awe. Doctors shook their heads, baffled by the recovery. "There's no medical explanation," one said quietly. But Maria smiled, her eyes lifted skyward. "I prayed," she whispered, "and someone listened." Over the next few months, Daniel regained strength. His body healed. His laughter returned. So did Maria's smile. She began volunteering at the same hospital, sitting beside mothers with tired eyes and broken spirits, just as Alina had once done for her. "Don't stop praying," she would say. "Miracles happen when faith doesn't falter." And so, her story became more than just survival. It became a peculiar reminder that when science is silent and hope grows dim, faith whispers louder. And sometimes miracles are born not from medicine, but from the unshakable power of a mother's prayer.